I figured I was going to do something different for you guys today. I decided I am going to make some cookies. I'm going to make some snickerdoodles. So not only am I going to do that, but I am doing an experiment to see if my toaster oven is better than my RV oven. Do we have anybody who has a guess? I don't know. So I am actually cheating this time. I am going to use packaged cookie dough. It is Betty Crocker and it's Snickerdoodle cookie mix. And reading the instructions, I need a stick of butter. So I have my butter and it says soft. It has 1 egg. And I've got my bowl and my spoon. I have 2 pans here because I'm going to use my Dometic RV oven. And I did buy a little thermometer so that way I could see if I can make sure to get the temperature right. And I'm also going to use my Breville, my toaster oven, whatever the name of that is. I'm going to use my toaster oven. I use my toaster oven quite frequently for most baking. So I wanted to try using the actual RV oven. On the advice of everybody, I did buy a pizza stone. So we'll see if that does anything. I have that placed over where the actual propane will come out of to maybe try to make it even temperature. And then there's that thermometer that's going in there. So I have only used this oven one other time, and that was to kind of heat up a lobster we had cooked. So anybody else get a little nervous when it comes time to lighting it? I'm gonna see if I can get down here so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the front view of me lighting this. I've got my light going so that way I can see what I'm doing. All right, so I got it lit. It says to press and hold. So I'm going to press and hold that. I think it says for a count of 10. So I don't know if you can see it, but you can see a little bit, I guess. The pilot's lit. Always makes me nervous. All right. I'm guessing that was 10 seconds, but I'm going to release it and we're going to see if it stays lit. It did it. All right. Now I'm going to look at my cookies and see what it says as far as bake temperature. Heat oven to 375, 350 for darker non-stick cookie sheet. Okay, so I'm going to do 350. I'm going to turn on my thermometer. Oh, I better get my flashlight out of there. That wouldn't be good. All right, so the temperature's going up on the thermometer that's in the oven. So right now it's only at 89. I think it's as warm as that in my camper. And I tend to not use the oven as much because it does heat up the trailer. Okay, as you can see, the temp is going up. I have it set on the oven as 350. So we'll see if we actually get to 350 and how many times I have to adjust it. But there you go, it's going up. I'm gonna start the first batch in the oven and then the second batch I'm gonna do in the toaster oven. That's predictable, I know how that will go. In the package of Snickerdoodle mix, you have another little cinnamon packet that's here, cinnamon sugar, and then in there is your mix. So the directions say to, let's see, to pour the cinnamon sugar into a small bowl. You're gonna mix the cookie dough, melted butter, water, and egg until a soft dough forms. Am I the only one that makes a huge mess when I'm baking? Look at this. I don't know how that just happened. I don't know. But I made a mess. All right, I'm gonna go on to mixing. All right, I'm just checking this temperature. It is up to 260. It's getting up there, it's still going up. Again, I have it set at 350. So we're gonna see how actually accurate that really is. I've heard they're not accurate at all. Got all my stuff mixed. Well, not mixed yet. That's coming. There's my... It's a little hard to do it with one hand. Probably could have had the butter a little softer. My temperature's at 355.1 to 0.2, and it says 350 to 375. It just depends on the pan you're using. So I'm gonna be okay with that. Again, I have it turned down just a little bit and nudged it between, it's probably about 325. So it's running a little bit hot where the thermometer is. So we'll see how that goes. And how many people will eat their dough raw? I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna do it. It's good. All right, so temperature is still reading 353.8, so it's a go. So what it wants me to do is to take a little spoonful, and I'm having a hard time getting my camera angles good, so I'm hoping this will work. I literally have you hanging off my pantry door. So take a spoonful, roll it in a ball, roll it in my, you can't see that down there, but this is like the cinnamon and sugar mixture, and then place it on the sheet. I'm gonna make balls, roll balls, roll them in cinnamon and sugar, and put them on my plate, on my pan. Roll balls, roll them again, and the cinnamon sugar yumminess. Roll, roll, roll. See? Just gonna roll away. You might hear the banging around going up there. Robert is on the roof right now installing some vent covers for our fans, which is really cool, because now when it rains we can still run the vent, which is pretty awesome. Just rolling away. It's at about 1-inch balls. And I made these before when I was in my Sticks and Bricks house in a regular electric oven, and they did pretty good. And Robert likes them. I'm not going to eat them. They're not keto friendly. You didn't see me eat the cookie dough, right? All right, I got them all rolled up. Got them placed on my pan. And let's see. I am going to put them in my oven. Still says 350. Cross my fingers. Let's see what happens. I want cookies. Okay, update. The cookies are still in the oven, but the temperature is dropping in the oven. It says it's 313. That may be a problem. Let me turn the oven up a little bit. It's almost at 400. Looks like the temperature's coming back up. We'll see. Okay, I just checked. They're cooking. Temperature came up to 354, but it'll probably go back down because I just opened it. But so far, so good. We may have cookies. Okay, here's the first batch. I think they're done. We're gonna lay them in here and let them cool a little bit, and I'm going to put the second batch in. Here's the second batch. All right, we'll see how that goes. All right, so that first batch is done. I'm gonna go ahead. The pan's still hot, but you wanna let them cool for a few minutes. But they came right off. Look at that, they look perfect. And underneath, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, looks perfect. So I think the first time making cookies in the RV oven was a success. I still have more to do. there's a chance I may burn the next. Who knows? Okay, here's a finished one. So they are perfect. Perfectly browned. It worked good. I think we have success. So for the cook. Okay, so they're all done. I can tell you one of the hardest things about cooking in the oven in an RV versus cooking in your oven at home is there's no little light so you can take a peek at them. Inside the RV oven, it's dark. So, trusty flashlight. Nope, not ready yet. All right. So that was a success. The cookies are done and they did fine. The only issue again is you can't see what's cooking in the oven. So you have to alternative light. Took a little bit longer. Make sure you have a thermometer because while the temperature is pretty accurate, it's not completely accurate. Robert, you want to taste one? You want a cookie? It's warm. He's gonna get in the frame. So, I will put links in the description for the thermometer that we use in the oven, and also the pizza stone that I have in there that covers up the propane burners. Other than that, that's it for tonight. Have a great one.